Returns on AI investments, job security, and ultimately what Singapore hopes the growth will achieve. Second Finance Minister Indranee Rajah addresses these and more on the heels of major AI announcements made in Budget 2026. Kaylee Ng goes behind the scenes at a special episode of CNA's Talking Point.
Industry experts, student entrepreneurs, business leaders. 15 guests gathered for one goal: to better understand what navigating an AI-first economy will mean for Singapore, straight from the source.
I'm Diana Sir, and I have with me in the studio Second Minister for Finance, Indranee Rajah.
Welcome to a special Talking Point forum on Budget 2026. I'm going to come over to Shamane here because you're in cybersecurity and you actually train C-suite leaders on AI adoption. And you've got a question too, right?
Yes, thank you. So Minister, on more like a personal note, what is one thing about AI that has genuinely helped you at work? And what's one thing that you still would not hand over to AI?
I think that what helps is speed and being able to pull different data points together. And I mean, if you give a prompt, right, and it comes out with, let's say, a first cut or a draft, that's really very helpful. But I think as everybody who is involved in the business of drafting, I mean, lawyers, we do a lot of drafting. The first cut is really important, not because it's absolutely 100% correct, but because it gives you a frame or something to work on. And that's the human part, because you may get a draft that's very utilitarian, it's packed full of facts, but does it relate to people? Does it really understand what people are thinking and feeling? There are things where you need to have a judgment call. So the human element is still very important. At the end of the day, AI is a tool. It is not a replacement for the human being. It doesn't replace a thinking, feeling human being. And that's what we must remember about AI.
Ms. Indranee adds that AI isn't an industry in and of itself, but an enabler across sectors. From healthcare to the new space agency, she assures students the need for young talent will grow.
I'm fairly sure that international companies and other people who want to work in AI development will now look at Singapore and say, okay, they have deployed a portion of their budget to really make a push on this. This looks like the AI place to be. Let's come and see whether we can set up here and work with others.
Ms. Indranee says AI-driven growth can generate more revenue, so the government can spend more on social issues like housing and education, ultimately allowing Singapore to meet its current and future challenges.